Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So before on to the topic for today, let me give you a tip of the day. The tip of the day is conceptual study. So what is conceptual study? Be sure that you are strong enough in the concepts. You need not do a detailed study. Be sure that you are strong enough in the concepts of what you are studying, because that is more important for cracking UGC net, because only questions based on concepts are asked and no descriptive questions are asked. So be sure that you are preparing based on the concepts. So let us get into the topic of the day. So what are we going to see for today in marketing? So we'll be learning about strategic market planning, market segmentation, targeting and positioning. Before going into strategic market planning, we will also see the marketing activities theory or the concepts of marketing activities. So let us quickly get into the topic. So marketing activities concept. So what are the various concepts or theories of marketing activities? We have various concepts to marketing activities, that is production concept, product concept, selling concept, marketing concept and societal concept. So first one is production concept. What is production concept? It relates to the production aspects, that is the efficiency in production, cost effectiveness, distribution of products. In other words, consumers prefer the products which are used commonly by many people and inexpensive. So it is the preference of the consumers on the products which are most commonly used by many people, and it should be an inexpensive product. So that is production concept. So next one is product concept. What is product concept? It relates to the product aspects such as quality, price and features. It concentrates on improving the product efficiency. So based on the product aspects like quality, price, features and other characteristics, it helps to improve the efficiency of the product. Now we have a disadvantage in product concept, that is marketing myopia. Product concept leads to marketing myopia. The term marketing myopia has been given by Theodore Levitt. So let us see what is marketing myopia. It is a narrow-minded approach of the business which shifts the focus from the customer to the products of the firm. So that is, the marketing organization shifts the focus of the products from the customers. They focus mainly on the products than on the customers. That is product concept. So next is selling concept. What is selling concept? It relates to the promotional efforts taken by a firm. So it includes aggressive selling and many promotional efforts by a firm. So these are the first three concepts of marketing activities. So what is the next concept? Next concept is the marketing concept. So what is marketing concept? It focuses mainly on four aspects: target market, customer needs, integrating marketing and profitability. These are the four pillars of marketing concept. Before getting into the four pillars, let us understand what is marketing concept. It is the company's effectiveness in creating, delivering and communicating. It focuses on customer value, that is how the firm values its customers by satisfying the needs of the customers. So this is mainly the marketing concept. So what are the four pillars of marketing? Target market, integrated marketing, customers needs and profitability. Now when we say customers needs, it has been divided into various needs, that is stated needs, real needs, unstated needs, delight needs and secret needs. So what is stated needs? Stated needs are the needs stated by a customer, that is a customer states the needs that he wants. Then real needs. Real needs are the genuine needs of the customer. Then unstated needs. Unstated needs means customers do not state but they expect some needs, that is called unstated needs. Then delight needs. What are delight needs? When the customer does not express but he derives more than expected satisfaction. He derives something more than what he expects, that is called delight needs. So then next is secret needs. Secret needs are the needs which are derived for status symbol. So these are the various customer needs. Next is societal marketing concept. Societal marketing concept ensures the safety and well-being of both customers and society. So what? It determines the needs, wants and interests of target markets and delivers the desired satisfaction. It enhances the customers and society's well-being. So these are the 5 main marketing concepts. So next is strategic marketing planning. The most important topic, strategic marketing planning. So what is strategic marketing planning? It is the strategies used by a business to develop the business or to enter into a new business. Strategic planning is nothing but making strategies for developing a business or to enter into a new business. So strategic planning takes place at 4 levels of business. So what are the 4 levels at which strategic planning takes place? The first 2 levels are corporate and divisional levels. The second level is the business level and the last level is the product level. So what is corporate and divisional level? It defines the mission statement, establishing strategic business units and allocation of resources to strategic business units, planning a new business. So corporate strategy means defining the mission statement, then establishing the strategic business units. And divisional means allocating resources for the strategic business units and planning a new business. So next one is business strategic planning. So what is business strategic planning? It means developing future plans for the business. And the final one is product strategic planning. What does it mean? It means developing a marketing plan. So these are the various levels of strategic plans which are used by any business. So the next one is Porter's generic strategies. So Porter's generic strategies is basically about the alliance. So what is alliance? Alliance means when one or two or more companies together form and they support on a marketing activity or any other activities. Together they get into together and they serve a purpose, that is called alliance. So what are the 4 different alliances suggested by Porter? So the first one is product or service alliance, then promotional alliance, logistic alliance and pricing collaboration. So what is product or service alliance? When 2 or more firms together, they decide about the product and they produce a product, that is called product or service alliance. Promotional alliance, when 2 or more firms together decide on the promotional activities, they together spend and promote a product, that is called promotional alliance. Next is logistic alliance. 2 or more firms together plan on the transport activities of a product, that is logistic alliance. And then finally pricing collaborations. What are pricing collaborations? 2 or more firms together fix price for certain products, that is called pricing collaborations. So these are the Porter's generic strategies. With this, the strategic marketing planning comes to an end. So that is what is called strategic marketing planning. So next we move on to environmental analysis. So in environmental analysis, 2 main environments are analyzed. First one is market environment and the second one is business environment. In market environment, what type of environment are analyzed? Micro and macro. So micro environment and macro environment in market environment are analyzed. So we are going to see what type of analysis is used. For micro environment, SWOT analysis and TWAS analysis are used. So what is SWOT analysis? It is strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. The strength, weakness, opportunities and threats of a company or a business firm are analyzed. That is market analysis for micro enterprises. The next one is macro environment. For macro environment, pestle analysis is used. Macro means outside the firm. The outside problems of the firm are analyzed. So what are the macro analysis tools? That is pestle analysis is used. So what it deals with? It deals with political, economic, social, technological, environmental and legal problems. That is pestle analysis. So next we move on to business environment. In business environment, the two main types of environment that are analyzed are companies and strategic business units. In companies, BCG analysis or BCG matrix or portfolio analysis, all these are the same. BCG analysis, BCG matrix, portfolio analysis is used. So what is analyzed in this? Market share, overall growth rate of business. These two are analyzed using BCG analysis, BCG matrix or portfolio analysis. In strategic business units, internal external matrix is used. This internal external matrix is divided into 9 cells. In the first 3 cells, growth strategy is measured. In the second 3 cells, that is in 4, 5 and 6, maintenance strategy is analyzed. And then in 7, 8 and 9th cell, exit strategy is analyzed. So this is the internal external matrix. Apart from this, McKinsey company has organized another analysis called General Electric analysis, that is GE matrix. What does that analyze? It analyzes the industry attractiveness and business unit strength. So these are the types of environmental analysis. So the next important topic that we are going to see today is market segmentation, targeting and positioning, and this will be the last topic that we see for today. So what is market segmentation? First of all, what is segmentation? Segmentation means division of some particular thing on the basis of something. So that is called segmentation. So what is market segmentation? Market segmentation means dividing some market into on the basis of the customer's needs. So market is segmented into two segments, that is homogeneous market and heterogeneous market. Homogeneous market, in homogeneous market, the market is segmented in a way that the customers needs are similar. In heterogeneous market, the customers needs differ. So that is homogeneous market and heterogeneous market. Some other important concept in marketing segmentation are mass marketing, market segment, niche marketing, local marketing, individual marketing. So what is mass marketing? Mass marketing means mass production or distribution and promotion for one product for all the buyers. So for all the buyers, marketing will be done. So that is called mass marketing. Then what is market segment? It consists of large identifiable group within a market. So that is called market segment. And niche marketing. Niche marketing means dividing a market into smaller parts. That is called niche marketing. Then local marketing means marketing which deals with the needs and wants of a local customer, that is within a particular area or in an individual store. That is called local marketing. And finally, individual marketing means for one particular individual or for one particular segment. That is called individual marketing. So in what basis segmentation is done? Segmentation is done on 4 bases. The first one is geographic, then next is geographic, then psychological, then behavioral. So on the basis of geographic, how it is segmented? It is based on the different nations, state, regions, cities or neighborhoods. So that is called geographic segmentation. Next is demographic segmentation. That is based on the age, gender, family size, income, occupation. So all these are demographic variables. So based on the demographic variables, market may be segmented. Then next is psychological variables. Psychological variable means based on the personality, lifestyle, social class, value, etc. On this basis also market may be segmented. The last one is behavioral segmentation. That is, buyers are divided into groups on the basis of their knowledge, attitude, use or response to a product. So based on the behavior of the customer, the market is segmented. That is the behavioral segmentation. So next we move on to market targeting. So what is market targeting? Targeting means aiming for a customer. So market targeting means aiming for a particular market. So what are the patterns of target market? So various patterns of target market have been given by D.F. Abel. So first one is single market concentration, then multi-segment specialization, then product specialization, market specialization and full market coverage. So single market concentration is also called concentrated marketing. In this, the marketer only caters to a single segment. So only he concentrate on a particular segment. That is called single market concentration. Multi-segment specialization. Multi-segment specialization, from the word we can understand that for multiple markets targeting is done. That is called multi-segment specialization. Product specialization means for various products, for one product or for many products, some kind of targeting is done. That is called product specialization. That is, the marketer deals with varying products in the same product line. For in same product line, many specialization are done. For example, if we take Gillette, there are various kinds of specializations, like we have Gillette shaving cream, we have Gillette blade, Gillette razor. So that is one product line and we have various products, right? So that is product specialization. So next is market specialization. So what is market specialization? It deals with one specific market only. So based on one specific market, specialization is done. Then next is full market coverage. Here the marketer caters to the entire market. For all the markets, full coverage of targeting is done. That is called full market coverage. So what are the various marketing strategies used in targeting? Undifferentiated marketing, differentiated marketing and concentrated marketing. So what is undifferentiated marketing? That is, company decides which market strategy to choose. That is undifferentiated marketing. Then differentiated marketing and concentrated marketing. In differentiated marketing, the company targets many market segments. That is called differentiated marketing. Whereas in concentrated marketing, the company chooses only one or few markets. It concentrates on few markets. That is called concentrated marketing. So this is about market targeting. So the next topic that we move on to is market positioning. So what is positioning? Positioning is nothing but placing a product in the minds of the customer. That is, attracting customers based on their needs and wants. That is called market positioning. So what are the positioning strategies used by any marketing firm? Two positioning strategies are used. First one is point of parity and second one is point of difference. So in point of parity, parity means equality. So two firms will be selling at same equal proportions. That is called point of parity. So first one is category point of parity and second one is competitive point of parity. So what is category point of parity? So in category point of parity, based on a particular category, the competitor will also sell the same kind of product and the other person will also sell the same kind of product. So that is called category point of parity. Next one is competitive point of parity. That is, these are developed to fight against and balance out the competitor's point of difference. So that is called competitive point of parity. Next one is point of difference. Point of difference also helps in positioning. So what is point of difference? Point of difference is nothing but placing a little difference in the product that is sold. On that, in that way, the customer's attention will be gained. So by placing some unique difference, there will be a point of difference in a product. So it is based on two propositions. One is unique selling proposition and the other is perceptual space map. So point of difference is based on unique selling proposition and perceptual space map. So this is about marketing positioning. So with this we end the first topic in marketing. Tomorrow or in the next video we will be continuing with product development and pricing strategies. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also after watching each video, share the videos with your friends who are aspiring to clear UGC NET, and also post in comments for any topics that you require.